All right, guys, let's get some energy going for your next celebrity comedian, Andrew Morrison, everybody!
I'm going to take it off the stand. I want to walk around because I haven't hit my steps yet. So I say that like I'm not going to get high immediately after the show and eat a ton of junk food, but I'm going to make sure I hit my steps. So, so I'm a local guy. My beautiful wife, Emily, and I, we're raising 2 kids here in Putnam, Connecticut. All right, well, I thought, okay. Mentally in my head, it said pause for a round of applause there, but that's all right. I like Putnam. So we're raising the 2 kids. We got Leah, who's 4, and we have Haley, our oldest, 2 girls. Haley's 7. So if you do the math, I became a dad in 2016. And that was really the perfect time in my life to become a dad. I was scared at first, then I got pretty excited about it. Because a few months before Haley was born, I found out that cargo shorts had gone out of fashion. I was at a comedy show like this, and one of the comics starts riffing about how for a few years at that point, he was saying cargo shorts weren't cool. And I'm looking around the audience, everybody's laughing in that like, oh, it's so funny because it's true kind of way. And I'm sitting in the audience like, oh my God, I had no fucking idea that cargo shorts weren't cool. I had noticed, if I'm observant, I had noticed more men in the world that were wearing shorts that didn't have ridiculous pockets on the sides of them, but I assumed they were dorks. But no, folks, no. I was the dork. So I was rattled. It really upset me. I did not want to get rid of my cargo shorts because I love them so much. And then I realized, hold on a second, I got like 3 months to go till my kid's here, and then I'm a dad. All bets are off once you're a dad. You can't be cool and be a dad. I mean, let me correct that. You can be cool and be a dad, but probably not a good dad, because there's something inherently dorky about being a good dad. I mean, there's a reason dad jokes are a thing. They're not cool. They're not good jokes, folks. You know, like Brad Pitt's a cool guy. Shit, dad, I bet he's a bad dad. Leonardo DiCaprio, super cool guy, no kids, because he knows he's doing it right. And cargo shorts are like the uniform for the good dad, the good dorky dad, I think. Because honestly, if I've got the 2 kids and me and Emily are at Rotary Park on a nice sunny day, I'm going to be loaded down like a pack mule. I've got gummies. I've got applesauce pouches. I've got juice boxes. Oh, it keeps going, yeah. I've got each kid has a special little lovey doll that, I have to have both of those. Can't lose those. Suntan lotion, water bottles, my water bottle, my wallet, my watch, maybe a vape pen and some nips. I don't know what kind of week I'm having, but I got room for it if I need it, So you need that stuff. It's so important when you become a dad. In fact, even if you don't own cargo shorts, the second your first child is born, God puts pockets on the sides of all your shorts. Because he knows, he's all-knowing. He knows you need a little help for the logistical nightmare you just signed up for. So you need that stuff, you really do. But the time just flies. When Emily was pregnant, everybody would tell us, oh, the time's going to go by so fast. And they're not kidding, like 7 years, blink of an eye, Haley's 7. And just the other day, Emily shows me a picture of Haley when she was born at Day Kimball Hospital. And she's so little, and it's us in the hospital room with her, and we're holding her. And Emily said, don't you wish you could go back for just one day? And I said, I really do. Because I remember those cargo shorts, and I would take them back to the future with me. I wear my heart on my sleeve, and that's what I was thinking. I remember those shorts. They were red, white, and blue checkered shorts from Old Navy. I wore those things until they just were like so tattered and full of holes, and I was out doing yard work, and there was a slight breeze, and they just all of a sudden I'm in my underwear. I'm trying to grab particles of cargo shorts out of the air, and it's just slipping through my fingers like the sands of time, folks. So if you go home tonight with nothing else, just remember, you got to hold on to what's precious in life, okay? Because nothing lasts forever. And you might be saying, wait, hold on. Did he say he was wearing cargo shorts in the delivery room? Yes. I wore cargo shorts to the delivery room for both my kids because I knew I was having girls, and I said I wanted to see a real man right away. But no, that's a joke. I'm not a real man. That's it. That's just a joke. No, I don't really believe in that real man. That's a stupid way to look at life. Oh, real men don't do this. Real men do that. It's just dumb. It's illogical. I got no problem admitting I'm not the most masculine of guys in ways. In fact, my sponsor for this bit is the great Girls and Tools from Pomfret. Yeah. I'm secure enough to say I use them for general contractor services, construction services. They do interior, exterior. They even will help you with your honey-do list. They'll clean the gutters. They'll do stuff like that. And I had one of my friends, when I told him that I hired Girls and Tools, he was busting my balls. And he was like, oh, you need some girls to come over and do the work for you, Andy? And I was like, first of all, man, that's sexist. Second of all, your voice is fucking stupid. I was like, and third of all, they're not just doing a service, they're saving my life because I'm dangerously unmanly around the house. I get hurt doing shit around the house. I mean, I'll give you an example, and I wish to God I was making any of this story up, but I'm not. So, you know, we're what are we? We're like upper lower middle class, I'd say. We don't have central air, we have AC units in the window. So every fall, I'm the only man in the house, you know, and I'm a physical specimen, so I got to haul the units out of the windows and take them into the basement. So one year, the biggest AC unit is in our front living room window. So here's the window. You guys are like in South Prospect Street, all right? You can stalk me later because you know where I live now. And I get to the biggest unit, and I'm like, all right. I remember when I put this in, I tripped on the cord on the way. I don't want to do that again. So I take the AC unit cord, and I'm like, well, all right, let me drape it over my neck. And it's kind of dangling, and I'm like, that still seems precarious. You know what? Let me bring it up and over itself. Oh, and look, it created a little loop. Let me run it through that loop, and let me cinch it. And you, obviously, you know what I did. I made a noose. I didn't mean to, but that's what that is. That's a noose when you do that with a rope or something like that. So I go to open the windowsill, and I mistime it, and the AC unit falls out of the window. It did. Cinches on my neck, slams my face into the window, pulls me down, and pulls me half out the window. But I was on the first floor, so it was okay. There was enough slack, and I was able to get it off myself, and I'm like stunned. I go and find Emily, and I tell her what happened. I'm like, I'm not being dramatic. I'm pretty sure I just came close to dying. And she said, yeah, that sounds like you came close to dying. So, I mean, imagine if I had died from that. And poor Emily, people would be like, wow, he was only 38. What happened? And she'd be like, we're really not quite sure. I don't know. Apparently he was either suicidal or incredibly stupid, and neither of them really fit for Andy, so I don't know. Thank you. So like I said, I think we're upper, lower, middle class. I don't actually know what that means. I don't quite know where we fall on that spectrum, but the only way I can put it is this. I know that we don't have enough money as a family to go to Disney every year. I know that. But we sure as shit go to Santa's Village in New Hampshire. Anybody? Yes. Fuck yeah. Santa's Village, man. I love that place. That's my happy place. I love Santa's Village so much. Luckily, my kids and my wife like it too, but I don't give a shit. Even if they didn't like it, we'd be going every summer. Because that's me time. That's some Andy time. But my favorite ride at Santa's Village, people are always surprised because the flume ride is what they're famous for. I love the flume. I'm not knocking the flume, but my favorite ride is the bumper cars. I love the bumper cars so much, but this summer I messed up and I almost got us banned from the bumper cars. Because at work, I own a company called Real Custom Training, and one of our areas of expertise is this thing called growth mindset. You basically try to approach everything as a learning opportunity, and you learn to embrace getting a little bit better at things, even trivial things like bumper cars. And I'm trying to teach my oldest daughter about this concept. So I said, Haley, when we go to Santa's Village this summer, let's just not tool around on the bumper car track. Let's growth mindset this. Let's try to get really good at the bumper cars, okay? So what we did is we started watching a ton of YouTube videos of high-speed police pursuits. And we'd be sitting there and we're taking notes, and I'm like, sweetie, see the way when the perp tried to turn, they waited and they nailed the back left bumper and spun him out? That's what we got to do on the track. So that's what we did. We brought a lot of knowledge onto the bumper car track, and we were wrecking fools out there, just smashing them. These people had no idea what they were in for. And then I took it too far, because in one of the videos, I saw a guy do a maneuver. The police were chasing the car, and at the last second, he just turned on a dime and he started driving at the police vehicles. And they got out of his way, and he took off. And I said, well, let's try that on the bumper car track. So we're going around the turn. I cut the wheel. We're facing the wrong way. And we walloped this guy and his kid, head-on collision, just nailed him. We hit him so hard, the whole ride shut down. All right? Or that's what I thought happened. It turns out the 19-year-old kid running the bumper cars for Santa's Village had cut the power to the ride because of what I did. And he gets out of his booth, and he marches across the whole track. Everyone's looking at me. My daughter's in the passenger seat of the bumper car next to me. And he's just staring at me, and he gets up to the car, and he's like, sir, if you do that again, I got to ban you from the ride and possibly the entire park. And so I messed up. Growth mindset run amok. So I felt bad. Haley was scared. She didn't know what was going on. So I did the only thing I felt like I could do in that moment as a dad, as a man, as a human. I said, sir, I'm very sorry. I was letting the kids steer. So thank you. Thank you, everybody.